Former 911 operator, I don't tell you stories to scare you, but to prepare you. She kicked him out and she changed the locks, but she forgot one thing. They had broken up after about a year of complete chaos. He moved out, she stayed in the house. It was her house to begin with. She thought she had done everything right. She blocked him on social media, but did not block his phone number. She changed the locks and she got a security system. But what did she forget? The Ring doorbell. It was still connected to his account. So she started noticing really weird things after a couple months. The doorbell chime would go off when no one was there. She got a new boyfriend, and whenever the boyfriend would come over, she would get texts nonstop. Packages would go missing minutes after they were just delivered. One night, she waved goodbye to a friend on the porch, and he texted her, "Hey, cute smile." And that's when it hit her. So she called into 911. Officers came out, and they found him actually parked on the street on a tablet, watching in real time. This is your reminder that if someone moves out of your house, reset or replace everything. Smart cameras, Wi-Fi, passwords in general. Don't assume blocking them on certain things blocks them from everything, because smart tech can be used to manipulate and or stalk. Double check every device after you break up.
Yo, that was a good reminder because I just thought about it. My grandmama just heard her boyfriend just parted ways. My grandma's like, I want something different and everything. I'm not going to even let y'all into my grandma's business. However, he's connected to the dang Ring camera. Or is he still? I need to ask. That made me think of that. Like, grandma, is he still connected to the Ring camera? Like, is he? Like, when he came into my grandma's life, so much. I was just like... Her children absolutely dislikes this man. And me, I don't dislike you until you give me a reason to dislike you. So the moment I was given a reason to dislike him, I became the biggest B. And I'm a type of person, I'm going to just say what's on my mind. I'm at this age now. I ain't a kid no more. Don't talk to me unless you want me to talk to you. Like, I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm going to say whatever's on my mind. If I don't like you, I'm going to say I don't like you. Point blank, period. Why are you talking to me? Like, that's the type of person I am. Like, I'm super duper nice. But the moment you cross somebody I love, the women in my life, bro, I'm the biggest B word you'll ever motherfucking meet. I'm a true Virgo. We will burn your house down, bro. And just be like, did I do that? You have no proof. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no. I was just like, no, I can't fuck with this person. But you know, everything got sorted out. It was I guess a misunderstanding, but I still don't like the misunderstanding. Now that I'm supposed to understand, I still don't. Cause y'all ain't seen my grandma before. My grandma is a mother freaking catch, honey. Light skin, blonde hair. Eyes, she got hazel eyes. Her eyes, there's suns. There's little suns in her eyes. That's her eyes are. Girl, you see my grandma, you be like, what in the world? This supermodel, like, she's literally the black female Barbie, the black Barbie. That's how my grandma looks. But she, you know, light skin and stuff. Girl, grandma is a catch, has always been a catch, honey. I mean, like, look at me, honey. My good genes comes from her. How you doing? Carry down to my mom, carry down to me, drizzled. But yeah, no, friend, make sure you change everything. Don't even give them access to any of your stuff. Like, separation. Keep it separate until y'all marry. Still have separate stuff, you know? Yeah.
We listen, we don't get scared, and we don't judge. Let me tell you guys a story time of this grandma from my village that had zombies. And growing up, I liked this lady so much. And then stuff happened. I liked this grandma so much because I always thought like she was so lonely. You know, when you're a kid, you just want to make the world a better place. You want to make everybody happy, whatever. So I was so sad that she doesn't have anyone. So like my mom would always tell me not to go to that house, and I would always escape and go to that house. Like my granddad would watch me like a hawk just so I don't go to that house. And the minute he takes his eyes off me, that I'm gone. And I'm at that house. Oh, okay, fine. This is what made me actually stop going to this grandma's house, né? One time, we're sitting, we're watching TV. And then all of a sudden, this girl, like, this lady, she gets up, man, and she goes to grab this other clay pot. It's closed. The minute she opens it, that smell, like, I can still smell it. Like, it was just so terrible. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old at this time. I don't remember. I'm just like, ew, like, what is that? She's like, it's a magic drink, and it can show you things that you've never seen before. As a child, I was curious. And I was like, magic, Chomi. And she was like, yeah, magic. I said, serious? She's like, yeah. So she takes shot glasses. Obviously, at the time, I didn't know they were shot glasses, but whatever. She pours this substance in a shot glass. It looked and smelled disgusting. It was like, chicken livers when someone like blends them. Oh, and it just reeked. And she's like, yeah, take a shot of this. And I'm like, it smells bad. Like, is it not? Is it? I hope it's nice, And she's like, yeah, taste it, try it. And I go, boom, a gulp. It tasted like Coke, I'm not gonna lie. And then she asked me, what do you see? I'm like, nothing. She's like, really? I'm like, nothing. She's like, do you see anyone standing next to the TV? I'm like, no, there's no one there. She gives me another shot. She asked me the same question. I probably drank like 5 or 6, 7, 10. I don't remember how many, but there were so many. Until I saw this old man with no eyes standing next to the TV. There were 2 other old people. I don't remember I think it was a lady and a man. I'm not sure about the other person. And they were standing at the gate. And I'm like, what? And that's when she realized that now she sees what I wanted to show her. So she's like, what do you see? I'm like, I'm seeing an older guy there. For some reason I wasn't scared, guys. I was really calm, so mellow, And she's like, yeah, I've got more magic to show you. So these people obviously not saying anything. The one that's standing next to the TV is like, doing this and looking at us. But he has no eyes, but he's staring. Do you get it? And then the ones that are at the gate are standing at the gates like security guards, but like more formal, like policemen. I don't know if they're guarding the gate. I don't know what the hell is going on in that house, okay? So she tells me, she holds my hand, and we start walking to the passage in her house. But the passage all of a sudden is a snake, like a really big snake, and it's got its mouth open. And she tells me that we are walking inside. I'm thinking, what? Lordy. So she starts to grab me and pull me or whatever. And I'm like, no, because I'm scared. I'm like, no, I don't want to walk inside that snake. Because what if it swallows us or something? She's like, no, nothing's going to happen. Let's go in. She's pulling me, Sana. She's pulling me. And we eventually walk inside the snake. It has nothing inside. But the pink insides you can see. And it doesn't smell like anything. And we were walking. We walk. And then all of a sudden, it's dark outside. We walk outside. I'm starting to get scared. No, not mellow anymore. And then she opens. We see this one roundable house. We open. And there are so many people in there. They also don't have eyes. I don't know about tongues, but they don't have eyes. And they were all like, the things I've seen. So she tells me that there's a 25-liter bucket outside filled with meat. I should take that 25-liter and throw it in this bowl. There was a big bowl in the center, right? So I take the bowl. And it was also like a little bit dark in that room, so I couldn't like see the people there, but I could tell that there were a lot of people in that one small rendezvous. So I go outside, I grab the bucket, I throw it inside the bowl, the huge bowl in the center, and every person or thing that was in that rendezvous came out, guys. I'm talking kids, I'm talking girls, guys in their 20s. Like, there were so many people there, and there were also babies, but the babies were crawling. And then some of these things that were in that room were carrying the babies, and guys, it was a very sad scene, okay? It was so sad, and I started crying because I felt sadness in that room. Like, it was heavy, like it was just sad, and I started crying, and they're all just grabbing. Guys, if you watched Sky News, CNN, those channels that showcase hungry children, yay, it's that sad. Like, I don't know, guys, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to explain the feeling that I felt in that moment. I was like, what? Like, I was crying because I wanted to go home, but I can't say anything. And then all of a sudden I hear a knock, like, what did I get? A knock, and I heard like it was a really loud knock. And then I opened my eyes and I realized that all of this was a dream. But I was in this lady's house and I'm sweating bullets. Like, I am wet. It's like I went outside and it was raining, but it rained only on me. So this loud knock, eventually, like, I hear it and I open my eyes, and the grandma sitting next to me, and she's looking at me, she's like, yo, you passed out while we were watching a movie. And I'm thinking, what the hell? I walked into this house and no, we did not watch any movie. You gave me a magical drink, but obviously I wasn't saying that. I was thinking it. And my grandma's like, did you see the time? It's time for you to go bath. And my grandma's like, why are you sweating? And I was like, I fell asleep, whatever. And she was holding my hand and she just looked at me and she was like, yeah, now you see why we keep telling you not to come to this house. I'm thinking, how does this lady know? So I'm like, I didn't see anything. What are you talking about? And my grandma's like, then why are you sweating? And I'm like, because I was sleeping. She's like, and what did you see when you were sleeping? So my grandmother sometimes has visions, guys. You know, she sometimes sees things. And she told me that she was at home and she felt heavy in the spirit to come and fetch me. And she did come get me in the right time, because this lady was probably initiating me into her dark things. I don't know who those people were, y'all. I don't even know if they were real people or what. I don't know. But when we got home, she bathed me with this thing, and I never went to that grandma's place ever again. Like, I would see her in recess, she would call me and I would start running with my cousin. Like, I would be walking with my cousin and we start running. And my cousin would be like, what's wrong? Why are you running? Like, go talk to her or whatever. Like, you're being rude. And I just didn't care. I just kept on running on full speed. It's your choice to run after me or not.
Girl, as a child, you couldn't get me to eat anything that I couldn't stomach the smell. Like chitterlings, never. I was like, what is that smell? Collard greens, collards. Nope, never had it in my life, because I can't take the smell. If I can't stomach the smell, what makes you think I'm eating? These senses are connected. The nose and the taste buds, they connected. Like, it don't smell good to my taste buds. No, I'm not going to eat it. Like, what are we doing? Like, what? Girl, what? So yeah, the fact that you just took back 5-10 shots of whatever that was, girl, no, I have smelled some things in my life, like people's odors that is just like, why do yo, I have smelled people odors that was unhuman. What if they weren't human? Because I was just thinking about this one guy that smelled so mother freaking bad. What if he wasn't human? That's why he would smell so bad. He smelled like death, bruh. But girl, no. That's crazy. I was just such a good kid. Like, it's I'm not going anywhere that someone told me not to go. Like, nope. It's like I feel like when I was a child, I could feel the bad off of people, because there was some people that I just did not. Soon as they came in the room, I screamed. Like, I was just like, oh, nope. This person is scary. I don't know. It was maybe I was on a different wavelength back then. I was super innocent, so maybe. But no, friend. God told your grandma to get up. My people in my family have those abilities, those gifted godly abilities, where they can sense stuff or see visions and see, like, can see what's actually happening. You're not anywhere near them, but they know everything that happened, because God has showed them a vision. God was just like, let me show you what's going on. That's what happened with your grandma, and that's what she came. It was in the nick of time, thank God. That's crazy that it was like a dream, though. Like, that's what someone was talking about, how you can never really tell a dream in real life apart. And somebody was saying the other day how, like, there's no, like, you don't ever see your cell phone in a dream. And I was just like, I feel like I've seen my cell phone in a dream before. Comment below if you've seen your cell phone in a dream. But no, that was scary, friend. I'm glad you got out of that and you left that person alone, never went back over there. Listen to the elders in your life. Even at this big age that we are, older people, they've been here longer, they have more experiences, they have more knowledge. Listen to what they saying to you. I mean, some people you take it with a grain of salt, but some people are saying real stuff, girl. No, because if the moment you see people with no eyes, you see, that sounds like lost souls that she, like she was saying, converted. She didn't converted or took them and got them onto the bad side or whatever. Girl, I'm glad your grandma came and got you. My grandma would have came and beat my mother freaking butt. Beat the lady's butt. Throwing anointing oil on her. You know, praying the whole time. Would have been cussing her out in the spirit, honey. But yeah, I'm glad she got out of that.
Imagine being asleep, you wake up, you look out the window, and there's something peeking at you. Hell no. A follower named Ricky sent me this story, and we're gonna call it There's Something at the Window. He says that he is now 26, but this happened when he was about 8 years old. So Ricky says that he lives in the Rio Grande Valley with his grandma, and she lived right at the border by Mexico. He lived there with his mom and basically half of his family. So he says that this specific night, he and his cousins decided to sleep in the same room where they were playing, watching TV all night. They finally got tired and decided to lay down to get ready to go to sleep. So again, he says that his grandma's house is literally right at the border. You can literally see Mexico from his cousin's window. His cousin's bedroom was on the second floor, and they always slept with the windows open in the summer because it was hot. Their AC wouldn't work that well, so they slept with the windows open because of the nice breeze. So they were all asleep, and he ends up waking up at around 3 a.m. and he says everything was dark. The only light that was coming inside the room was from the backyard. And he says that he doesn't know why, but something told him to look at the window. So he looks over and he sees the top part of something or someone's head peeking through the window. So pretend this is a window and you just see someone like this. So he says, of course he's a kid, so his imagination starts to go wild. He starts to think about the leprechaun because they had similar colored hair. So he's freaking out. And he's laying there starting to think at the fact that there is no logical way possible that something or someone could be standing outside that window because it's on the second floor. And he says that whoever or whatever it was has to be at least 12 feet tall to even be able to peek over that window. So he's laying there trying to not make it obvious that he's looking at that window, and a pigeon ends up landing on whatever this is head. And as this happens, whatever this is starts to kind of like shoo the pigeon away. And Ricky says that this is when he really started to get scared because he was like, okay, I'm really not imagining things. There is literally something out there. At this point, he starts yelling for his cousins, yelling for his aunts, and whatever this is literally, I guess, jumped because he heard the thump and then fast running, like and it ran into the darkness right by the field going towards the Mexican border. His cousins wake up, his aunt wakes up, and they check, there's nothing there. He doesn't know if this could have been a witch, if it could have been a spirit, a skinwalker, but being right at the border to Mexico, there's a lot of Mexican folklore that is frightening, and for some reason Mexico is haunted as hell. But what do you guys think this was? Was it a witch? Was it, I don't know. But if I woke up in the middle of the night to turn around and I look at the window and there's something staring at me, hell no. I'm passing out immediately. Thank you so much to Ricky for sending me this spooky story. If you guys have any other stories that you'd like for me to read, please send them via DM or email, and I'd love to read them. And if you guys like all things spooky, all things scary, and all things paranormal, make sure you follow.
I don't like that little at the end. I ain't like that where the nope, don't like it. Nope. I rebuke all that negative energy, that evil energy. I rebuke the devil completely, utterly in the name of Jesus, because not playing these games, not at all. Ricky, what the hell? What the hell? Nope. Because my cousins were country ghetto. We was country baby kids, what my cousins were. That's cute. If I saw that and woke my cousins up, they would have jumped out the window chasing that thing. I can see them now. All the boys, I wish they would wish a motherfreaker would, just so they could have fun and do it. Like, bruh, to this day, if I ever needed any of them, they're crazy enough to do it. Like, they're country. Like, my cousins, especially my cousin boys, natural born hunters, hunt all the time. Always love hunting. So no, they would have chased that thing down and caught it. I can see them now. I can see them now chasing whatever that was and would have caught it. Jumped out of the window on the second floor. They used to jump off the roof of the house. Like, they used to do so much backflips, jump. Like, what? I can see that now. I would be the only one scared up in there. Even the girls would be like, grandma, you see that? You see that, grandma? What was that? They would be downstairs like, yeah, get up, boys. I'd be like, nope. I'm right here. I would be in my grandma's bed. I slept with my grandma. When I went to the country, I slept with my great grandma all the time. When after my grandma would go to work and I would go over to my great grandma's house, slept in her bed. Like, nope, scared, nope. would be scared walking across the yard to get to her house because they lived on the same land and property. So I would walk across, I'd be scared the whole time, like, oh no, I'm going. Like I was a little scaredy cat. Nope, Fred, nope. Could not have been me. But my cousins, oh, you better run whatever you are, because you're going to get got, honey. You're going to get got. You're going to wish you never peeped in the windows. But nah, friend, that's wild. I completely understand, because in my great-grandma's house, we didn't have air. Did we have fans? I don't even know if we had fans. It was so hot. And she had like feather beds with those feather sheets, so it was heavy. And oh girl, good old times, good times. But now y'all, be safe out there. Don't forget to join the membership, bruh. Get more content. Like this video, follow all the creators, and subscribe.